What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Kenny here, also known as Silent85. My glasses are dirty. There's also like a weird yellow tint. Let's feel like an anti-gloss. Anyway, um, hopefully this is coming through okay. I am out in front of Walmart right now. I'm kind of out and about today. I had a really rough night. Ended up calling in today. Um, yeah, it was crazy. But anyway, I won't go into details just because some of them are kind of personal. But thankfully, Lady Psylocke was there to talk with me. Um, I had my awkward moments. You have awkward moments even when talking with somebody that's really special to you and they know you. Um, it's just part and parcel for people that are socially awkward. I mean, you're the social awkwardness knows no bounds. It's crazy, especially like when you got a lot on your mind and you barely slept, which I did. I got like maybe 3 hours of sleep, and I was going to do this as a recording, but I decided to do it live for two reasons. Number one, I ran out of memory on my phone. I need a new phone. And number two, um, it's been a while since I've done a live vlog, and I don't know. Like, I'm just going to be here for a few minutes. I got some stuff I got to do, including getting my PS5 from what Lady Salak and I are calling the local trader, Trader. Um, but I don't know. I guess I just wanted to touch base on a few things here on the channel. And I previously mentioned the um, Final Fantasy streams coming up, as well as The Last of Us 2 remastered. Those are going to be back-to-back nightly streams each week, which is going to be tough because Final Fantasy Rebirth is going to be amazing. I mean, it's going to be hard to put it down. So it's going to be hard to keep that fresh, not going to lie. Although I may dedicate like a full weekend to doing it because it's going to be a long game anyway. But yeah, so anyway, there's that. Now, I guess, I just wanted to touch base a bit and let everybody know that I'm doing okay. I know I've been kind of absent from streams and videos and all that, but there's just been a lot going on. Being diagnosed with ADHD, some financial hardship I had to get through, stuff I'm dealing with in my personal life that tends to be a repeat cycle. When you think you make headway in something and then boom, you get setback is set. I haven't been able to go to counseling for a few weeks, which there's a couple of things I'm dealing with in my life, including some family matters and whatnot. And it's not easy. I was making progress, but then financially I couldn't make it to counseling. So yeah, anyway, it sucked, but it is what it is. Uh, so yeah, there's that. And hopefully everybody's doing well. Um, yeah, I'm trying to hang in there. Hopefully this sound's coming out okay. Hope anyway. Because I'm connected to Bluetooth right now too, so I don't know how that's going through, but we'll see. I'll check it later. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I guess it is a bit of a health check-in too, because I am doing okay. There's just been a lot of stuff that's, like I was just mentioning, being dealt with. And thankfully, Lady Salak and I are getting away this weekend. We're going to go to Dallas for a day. There's a half price of books in Dallas, Texas, that if you're ever in Dallas and you're into comics or books or even, secondhand literature, records, whatever it may be, they've also got games too. Definitely check them out. This is a flagship store for half price books. And, man, I'm sorry. My sinus is hitting me weird today with little sleep, but they're a great store. I mean, it's a great store. I've been going there for a bit. They're off Greenville Avenue in Dallas. I've been going there off and on for the last, I don't know, probably 10 years. I introduced Lady Psylocke to it, and she loves it. She loves it. So we're going to go there, do some shopping. We were going to go see a movie, but I think we're just going to hit a local arcade at some point and go from there. But it's going to be great to get out. I haven't been able to drive a whole lot except for locally, and I think I mentioned it before, but I'm a total driver. I love driving. So yeah, driving is always a zen thing for me, man. Just hit it and go, giggity. That can be taken other ways, but you know what I mean. At least you better know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean. But it's it's always been a zen thing for me, man. I mean, just hitting the road and oh, hey Q, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Um, just hitting the road, having some rubber under my wheels, and I never would have made a good long haul truck driver. Not that I didn't think about it, especially when you got buddies, um, that did that. And I used to hang around with the Phoenix gang back in the day. There was a couple in there. Bulldog Gaming's a long haul truck driver. I think Tough was at one point too, but I could be wrong. Anyway, there's more than a few guys I used to hang out with that did that, and I hope they're doing well. I mean, like I haven't talked to. I don't know. There was a falling out. Um, there was a bit of a falling out with Tough um, on some other matters. That dude had a big hit in his life some years back, and um, it really it really threw him through a loop. I mean, the poor guy. I always felt for him. He there was a lot of things that went on, and I tried to do my best to be there for him as much as I could, but I think we just kind of fell off. So and then there's Phoenix. The funny thing about Phoenix, I haven't really engaged with him in a while. Like in game or in chat. But I hope him and his family's doing well. I need to message him at some point. But yeah, I hope him and the kids are doing good. Received your order. Oh, okay. Sorry, I just got a text message about my Taltz treatment for my psoriasis, and yeah, so I'm going back on Taltz, thankfully, for my psoriasis. So that's exciting, and I'm looking forward to it too because I've been itching like crazy. I've been shedding like crazy. It's not fun, man. It's not fun. If you deal with psoriasis or if you have any idea about psoriasis, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway. So yeah, anyway, back to Phoenix. I haven't talked to him in a while, and I can only say, I hope he's doing okay. I need to message him. I think he hit me up on Twitter like a couple of months ago about something, but I don't entirely remember. Sadly, like I said, I've only had about 3 hours of sleep, so I'm out and about right now, fixing to go to get my baby back, my PlayStation 5. That way I can play the Final Fantasy demo and continue Baldur's Gate too and earning trophies. I've been playing Baldur's Gate on PC. I've been using my DualSense controller in big picture mode on Steam, and it's really amazing. In a related note, I have cooked up a way to play Magic the Gathering Arena with my DualSense. There's some Steam input settings that allow you to do so, and it's amazing. I mean, it is amazing. So, yeah. So there's that. I know there's been some lurkers with us. We're going on about 10 minutes here, but a big shout out to QWS. Good to see you. And if you guys happen to check this out later, feel free to comment and like, or, but either way, I just want to let the community know I'm doing okay. There's a lot I've been facing. 2024, I'm not going to lie, 2024 has gotten off to kind of a rough start in more than a few regards. There's been some crazy shit that's happened. There's some situations to where I feel like I'm never gonna win. I'm never gonna be able to. I'm never gonna be able to get past certain things. Especially with the way people see me or think about me. It's unfortunately, I think it is what it is. People are going to think what they want about you, and you can do everything you can, especially if they're in your life. You can do everything you can to try to set the record straight, be the best person you can be, try to be funny, try to do this and that, but it is so hard to understand constant criticism or questioning or just, man, I don't know. Look, I'm 39, 39 going on 40 within the next year, because that's how it works. And I don't know, like I can't really give any advice on that. I wish I could. I think a lot of people just say you can't please everyone. I get that, but you know, there are certain people that you really do try to want to find a balance with socially, you know, and situationally and respectfully, and but there's a lot of people where it just feels like a total uphill battle, and I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, I'm going off into the weeds here, but just a little bit of advice. There's always going to be people in your life that you can't fully impress, no matter how much you want to. And at some point, you just got to say, you know, it is what it is. I'll keep working on it. You know, maybe at some point I'll be able to gain a decent bit of respect with them, or you know, me for them for me, kind of thing. But you just got to keep living, man. You got to keep living. You got to keep loving who you love. You got to keep helping who you want to help, and especially yourself. You know, that's one of the most important life lessons, I think. Like if I had ever had kids, or if I had one viewer ask me one time, we were playing Overwatch, and they were just like, you know, if there was like one piece of advice you could give somebody, what would it be? I would just say, look at your life as percentages. Percentages or ratio has always helped me. It's a bit of a mathematical layout. You got to keep a little bit of percentage of your life for yourself, at least 15 to 20% at minimum, but try not to exceed 80% or 90%. You got to keep some of your mental energy for yourself. You're just keep stuff for yourself. You count. You can't help people. You can't live your life socially without having respect for yourself and keeping stuff for yourself, loving yourself, you know, not allowing people to influence you in the most substantial ways and just take choices away from you or tell you who to be or this and that. You are you, you know. And I'm of the kind, though, I've always had a really big heart, and it took me a while to learn that you can have a big heart. That's great, but if you don't keep a baseline for yourself, you're not helping yourself, and you're not going to be around long enough to be able to help more people. Because for those that don't know, you know, I'm a suicide survivor and childhood abuse survivor. And, you know, when you go through that and you deal with the PTSD of it, I think that's one of the most important lessons you can learn, is that you can give everything, you can try to survive everything, but what are you trying to give, and what are you trying to survive if there's nothing there for you, you know? And that's not exactly being selfish. I mean, that's just a base life principle, you know? A lot of good people, there's been a lot of saints, you know, religious saints that have given a lot and dedicated their lives to it and all that. But I would argue that there was at least some human side of it, that these saints knew they had to eat, they knew they had to survive, you know, they knew they had to do stuff for themselves every so often, so that, you know, they wouldn't go crazy, kind of thing. So it's just a really important lesson, you know. Keep something for yourself. Keep a small percentage for yourself, because you matter. You know, you matter. And when you lose sight of that and you forget it, it's kind of a slippery slope, especially if you face mental challenges or PTSD or abuse or whatnot. It's not a fucking easy road if you don't keep something for yourself. It's very important to keep something for yourself. So anyway, big shout out to everybody else lurking. Q, thank you for hopping in chat. Thank you for engaging. It's good to see you. I will see y'all here in the next week or two. We're going to get started on some streams coming up. There might be a random one here and there. But I'm looking forward to Last of Us 2 remastered, as well as I just got it's a notification from YouTube. I've been watching a lot of shorts here on YouTube, and I'm sorry there hasn't been a whole lot of shorts here on the channel. I haven't had a lot of content to draw from. But yeah, so anyway, a lot of things coming up. Thank y'all for hanging out. I gotta go get my an important part of my life back, which is my PlayStation. You know, before I go, let me make a word on something about pawning items. I hate that word. I hate that word with a passion. But taking a loan out on physical property, basically. Sometimes when you live paycheck to paycheck, and I won't get too deep into this, but sometimes when you live paycheck to paycheck, you sometimes got to take a loan out. You know, you got to get a little bit of financial help. It happens. You know, 60 to 70%, I believe, at minimum, of people, at least here in the U.S., live paycheck to paycheck, and a good chunk of those don't have savings, or they lost their savings, or something to that regard, because of medical debt, student debt, credit card debt, whatever it may be. It tends to wipe out savings, and there's times when you got to take out some sort of loan. Thankfully, this loan I had to take out was only temporary. It was a small loan I had to take out temporary to help make rent. Mostly because I screwed up. Like last month for my birthday month, I went a little further out than I should have financially. Now, don't get me wrong, totally worth it, but I had to pay a price for it, and that was, I look at it as being grounded from my PlayStation while I had to take a loan out on it, That's one way to look at it, grounding myself from it while getting a financial advantage from it. So anyway, it happens, and if you ever have to pawn something or take a loan out, look, man, it's normal. I would argue it's normal, and it's very common. So anyway, thanks for listening. Big shout out to everybody that lurked. Big shout out to everybody that popped in. If you're seeing this as a video, stay safe, stay sane. Remember, you're awesome. Never let the world tell you otherwise, and that applies to everybody that's hung out today too. So thank y'all, and forgive the awkward eye action, but like when light enters my peripheral view from a certain point, I'm just like, yeah. So anyway, see you around. Peace. Actually, how do I stop this? This is a new layout for YouTube. I don't know how to. What are we doing? Oh, there it is. See you.